All right, welcome back, everyone, to episode number 7 of this Miami Heat rebuild. So, in episode number 6, we obviously played the game against the Pacers. I did play a little bit off camera. We ended up going to 4-0. We ended up going 5-1 since we're actually on a pretty good hot streak right now. We are the fourth seed in the East, behind Boston, New York somehow, and Atlanta. Atlanta's actually really good in this. I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm watching. I do follow Saras, the NBA YouTuber who's very popular amongst the NBA community, 2K community, and he's doing an Atlanta Hawks series right now on his second channel, um, and he missed the playoffs his first year. We'll see what happens with his team. But, I think it's gonna be really difficult for him to match, 31-10, through 41 games. Obviously, that's gonna be on pace to give you 62 wins. Now we're on pace to have about 50 wins. If I'm being completely honest with you, if we keep it up. Now I do want to make some moves. This video, I think that this would be a good time to do the deadline in year number 2. So I'm gonna potentially bring up Jalen Leck eventually, but not now, as he has a lot of size and he can potentially be develop into a pretty good backup point guard. Now, obviously, he's one of the more athletic point guards in the league, as he is a very good dunker. Also, Devin Booker is going to be fully healthy in 2 weeks. That's going to be really good to hear. Good news to hear. Now, I might want to upgrade at. Okay, I'm actually definitely going to try and upgrade at power forward. Remember, I said I wanted to trade for Jabari Parker. I'm going to try and do that again, actually. See if we can get him. Actually, no, it wouldn't really make much sense for them because they are contending, and he'd obviously be part of that team. So we're actually not going to forget that. Forget the Jabari Parker thing. Now, if we look at other teams here, I actually think we can make a move from Memphis, involving Joe Harris. And I think they probably signed him this offseason as he's actually injured now. Damn it. Okay, I actually kind of want to. Okay, I'm gonna simulate about a week, as I do want to see if I can trade for him. We do beat the Pistons. That's actually a pretty good win. We lost to the Raptors. Jimmy pulls his hamstring, but as long as he's not out for the season, I think that we're in a good position. Speaking of positions, we got destroyed by the Sixers again. What's up with us losing to the Sixers by a lot? They have a really good team, obviously, but still, what's the record anyways? So they actually passed us in the standings. Now the 5 seed, we'd be playing Philly. And obviously, if you watch the series before, I do not want to play Philly in the playoffs, as I did get swept by them last year in the playoffs. Yeah. They did have home court advantage, but we'll see what happens now. Realistically, we could go as low as the 7 seed and as high as maybe the 2 seed, maybe the 3 seed. It's actually pretty tough in Eastern Conference, unexpectedly. Very unexpected top teams. I think Atlanta could get there in probably 2-3 years from now, but not this year, and probably not next year either. I'm not sure when the Knicks are going to get there. Maybe in 3-4 years, maybe 5 years from now. We'll see what happens with them, depending on if they can trade or sign top free agents. Oh, it looks like interesting. It looks like the Spurs trade for Al Horford. That's actually a pretty funny thing because if you watch Game of Zones, Celtics are considered the Spurs of the East, and Al Horford's obviously like one of those, not one of the new generation type players. He's one of the guys who fit like the old NBA, the 90s, 80s, good all around player. But that's actually a really interesting trade, and obviously I think that the Sixers get an upgrade with LaMarcus Aldridge. So good on their part. That was actually a pretty big blockbuster trade. Looks like the Trailblazers and Nuggets made a trade. It's not a good trade in my opinion for the Nuggets, as they do give up Millsap, who's a pretty solid player. Obviously he could be aging, but Whiteside's not in a good contract. He's not really as good of a player. Looks like the Jazz and the Knicks made a trade. I don't know why. It's typical Knicks for you. Knicks had $79 million in cap space, and they trade up. Bogdanovich is a pretty good player, but they took out an extra $20 million in cap space. Now they'll have about $60 million, excluding bring back all the young players on team options. So they'll have about $47 million cap space, maybe a little bit less. I'm actually really interested. It's actually a really interesting trade, the Spurs trade. That's really weird. Okay, Baines got traded again. Oh man, too bad. He's on the Kings now. That's pretty funny. So, anyways, can we trade for Joe Harris now? That's really what I'm looking to do right now. Joe Harris on Memphis, of course. Obviously, they said that they were rebuilding, so I can definitely look to trade for him. They do need $10 million. Oh man, that's a lot in return, huh? I don't know if we can do it. I think we might be able to. I might want to throw in Ty Jerome. I think it's worth it. This would be the trade. I just think it makes a lot. I mean, does it really though? Okay. Not Ty Jerome. How about if I give up? Who else? I would give up Javon Carter, but I don't know if he can. I need to give up Ty Jerome to make this work. I think it makes sense. I mean, well, how many more years do I have on the contract? I think it makes sense. I think Joe Harris is a clear upgrade over both of these guys. Actually, yeah, for sure he is. We'll see how he does on our roster. We'll see how we can actually fit into this team. I'm probably gonna move him down to shooting guard. Make sure he's still. And also, we do get a nice. I mean, not really a great young shooting guard. We actually get something not bad, depending on how many minutes he's played. Well, he hasn't really played that much, but John Concher has been terrible for the Grizzlies. So hopefully this trade can actually go through. It does not go through. I'll throw in next for second. That's it. Oh, they want to do it, huh? I'm not giving you a first, that's for sure. I throw an extra player, no. Okay. What about KZ Paula instead of Ty Jerome? I throw in Ty Jerome also. It's a lot to give up, but I think Joe Harris is a pretty solid player. He would definitely benefit from having him on our team. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, actually, I think we should probably do this. I mean, we can definitely look to sign a small forward in free agency or sign a shooting guard. It's a lot to give up, and they actually do it. I don't know. Should I have done that? I mean, in terms of roster, so I'm definitely not going to call up Jalen Leck, and he'll be our backup point guard from now on. I did trade Trey Burke. We still have our backup shooting guard in Iman Shumpert, and even if he or Booker goes down, we still have John Concher, who isn't that good, but I mean, he can be a solid backup. And of course, at small forward, we'll have Jimmy Butler and Joe Harris. Power forward, I would say Harrison Barnes, and I guess Jakar Sampson at center. We have these two guys. So I think our team got a little bit better. I'm not going to say that we got so much better to the point where we're going to be champions or anything like that, but it really helps us a lot to have a guy like Joe Harris on the roster. Can I get a guy like Trey Lyles off the bench if I throw in? Oh, they need a little bit more cap space. Can't trade John Concher. And you give me your lowest paid player. Actually, no. Well, this wouldn't work, obviously, in terms of. I wouldn't work either because not enough salary. What about Isaiah? No, they wouldn't do these trades. Like all the young players, other lowest paid players are young players. So we can't. I don't think we can make a trade for a guy like Trey Lyles. Now we could go after a guy like Jordan Bolden. What team is he on? Philly. I guess it could make sense. What about maybe Markieff? Depends really if I really feel like doing it. But Mike Scott's still on Philly, yeah. Jeff Green, nah, not really interested in him too much. How about actually? Let's just see if we can sign any power forwards in free agency. Doesn't look like we can. So I think we need to upgrade power forward via trade. And I mean, like I said, I really need to get a good backup. Okay, let's just try and get not be elite. It would cost too much. I think Jonah Bolden would make a little bit more sense. Now he has 2 stars and has a salary of $1.75 million. We should be able to make a trade with them, but I mean, it might not happen. So I'm not trading Bruno Fernando, at least in this trade. Give me a counter offer. No, I don't really think this makes much sense. Okay, what about Markieff Morris? I mean, not the best option in the world, but whatever. It's just better than having Jakar Sampson as a goddamn freaking power forward. Okay, and what if I throw in Jakar Sampson? Oh, they won't even be able to do it. Okay. Damn. Okay, this might take a long time to do. What about Boucher? Sorry, 28. Damn it. Okay. How about? I mean, we could trade for Nazron Reed, but I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I don't really think we need to do it. So I'm gonna sign Mike Muscala, and I'm gonna release Terrence Jones, as Mike Muscala can actually help our team in some ways, unlike those guys. So we're already Muscala. Bring on Isaiah Thomas, former All-NBA player, maybe. Damn, they still have Melo in the game. I actually could bring him in. If I'm being honest with you, like, this actually might not be a bad idea, because in real life they actually kind of need good small forward depth. I mean, then again, though, we already have good small forward depth. So power forward, maybe. I don't know. I mean, he could potentially play power forward. Maybe. I'm not sure though. I mean, let's see what his overall is at power forward. If it's good, then I'm gonna bring him in. If it's something like in the low 70s, I'm definitely not gonna bring him in. If it's like 74, then I'm for sure gonna try and do that. And it appears that he is, only a 70. Yeah, no thanks. We could do what we did with Harrison Barnes, but I mean, come on. I mean, you know what? Shit. Okay, fine. We'll give him a deal. It is Melo, so this might come back to bite us, but whatever. Fuck. Okay, whatever. So we brought in Carmelo Anthony. Obviously, this is in 2011, so this doesn't really help our team to win that much, but we'll see what happens. So obviously, we're gonna adjust the rosters a lot. Yeah, JaKarr Sampson not playing at all. Like I said, Melo's gonna be not starting Melo. Don't think you're gonna start. Don't think you're gonna start for our team. You're gonna get about 14 minutes a game as a backup power forward. That's what I plan. That's how I plan to use you. Jalen Leck, I'm gonna try and get involved into our team just a little bit more. I'm gonna give Bruno Fernando like 22 minutes. Melo, you get 14, like I said. Joe Harris, you get 25. Bam, you get 28. Yeah. 29 for Barnes. 34. 35. Yep. 29. And then we'll give 14 to Leck. Actually, no, we'll give 10 to Leck. No, 12 to Leck. And then we'll give 15, and we'll give 20. No, we'll give 26. 27, actually. Not 26. So this is going to be our rotation. It's a pretty good 10-man rotation, I'll be honest with you. Our lowest overall is a 74, which would be Melo, obviously. Because Jalen Leck is a 75. It's a 71 minus 4, but it is 75 overall. I kind of like our chances. If we stay healthy, I think we have a good chance to actually win the conference now. Okay, whatever. So we'll play actually against the Lakers. They're not even that good in this game, which is pretty shocking to me. And then we'll end the... Wait, how long have we been into this? 13 minutes. Yeah, we'll end the video off after this game. Not trading Justice Winslow. I'm not going to trade Bam Adebayo. I'm just going to let him hit free agency. We'll see what happens at that point in time. Once that time comes. If I want to play, I mean, fine. We'll play this game. We'll play the rest of the game. I mean, we're not going to win this game, but whatever. I just kind of want to see how LeBron and AD look in the game, as new teammates. Obviously, this would be year 2 for them on the same team, but I mean, for me, it would be the first time seeing them on the same team, as I have not done a Lakers rebuild yet, and I don't really plan on doing one because I mean, the Lakers are arguably the best team in the league at this point. I don't know. It's really difficult to determine. And obviously, they got Alex Caruso. I kind of want to switch the camera over to this side. Wait. Fuck. Let's change it over. Never mind. I forgot it was a switch camera. So, oh yeah, fuck. I fully forgot that Harrison Barnes is a power forward. And that he's going to go up against Anthony Davis. That's not a good matchup. Let's be honest with ourselves. That is a terrible matchup, and that was a terrible screen. Okay. Now, unlike the last video, I had to shy away from using Booker as he was injured. I'm going to kind of have to shy away from using Jimmy Butler because he is injured, and his ratings are obviously a lot worse than they were prior to his injury, as they have Avery Bradley on Booker. That's a good matchup for them. I think that he's a very good defender. He can definitely lock him down. And he misses. Okay, there we go. Good defense, guys. LeBron would be screaming at him right now. Three-pointer is no good from Devin Booker as they get the ball back. I'm not going to be frustrated in this video as we are playing. First of all, we're playing arguably the best team in the league. Second of all, we're already down by 20, so I don't really see us coming back in this game. Now, obviously, with Alex Caruso in, we could have a chance, but I mean, actually, no, never mind. If they have Alex Caruso in, they might win by 50 plus, especially with JaVale McGee off. That's a deadly combo. Who is? Oh, yeah, never mind. I was asking who's number 3. I thought it was Josh Hart. Like, what? It's actually Anthony Davis. Like, this is the issue with Jimmy Butler. Like, he's not actually playing well, and if he's injured, then our chances of winning are just very low. That's really all I have to say. We still don't have a good chance of winning with Jimmy Butler injured. I do think that he's definitely our most important player, and probably our best player still for at least this year, maybe until next year. And this is a very bad matchup for us as Davis misses, surprisingly. I mean, is it really that surprising? Oh, fuck. Now this is actually where I might actually get disappointed and such, like, be frustrated because that was a terrible play on my part. I think that we easily could have scored there, but whatever. Like I said, we're not at 22. We got the best player in the world in Alex Caruso. You guys thought I was going to say LeBron as he makes the jumper, but still. Alex Caruso was the best player in the league. No debating that. Booker's also missing shots. Like, these are open shots, so I mean, I kind of expect him to make it. And don't get. Oh my god. Do I want to delete this video now? Oh man, I actually might consider doing that at this point. That was terrible. Oh my god. Oh my god. That would be crazy if that happened, especially the guy like LeBron doing that. As famous as he is, that would just blow up everywhere. Sixers fans wouldn't stop talking about that if it actually happened. Jimmy Butler, get your revenge here, please. I mean, if you even want to call that revenge. Man, that was disgusting. Holy shit, that's a crazy play. I'm actually going to rewind it, just in case you guys are like, what's he talking about, disgusting plays or anything like that. So, I'll admit, it's really embarrassing what happened. So, we did get dunked on with LeBron dunked on us in transition. If you guys want to see it, here it is. So, obviously, JaVale gets the rebound, best shot blocker in the league, passes to the best player in the league, passes to another top 5 player who destroys us. And Jimmy Butler's just lying there on the ground. And LeBron gives him a low stare down, as you can see there at the end. Look, he's just standing over him, over his dead body. That's pretty funny, actually. I'm not gonna lie. You can actually screenshot that if you want. Get your revenge again. Get your revenge. Hey, there we go. Good start. Good start. Come on, dive on the ball. Dive on the ball. I will say, it kind of reminds me of the time when James Harden crossed over Jimmy Butler 3 years ago, and then Jimmy Butler next play blocked him. So maybe Jimmy Butler can have that same kind of revenge story. And again, he's going up against a 6'8" freak, LeBron James, who's superhuman, and another superhuman player in Anthony Davis. And we're down by 26, so that's obviously not going to be good for us. Booker's missing a lot. Got Danny Green on him. Like, in reality, they are probably the second best roster in the league beyond the Clippers. Now in this game, the Clippers don't have Montrezl Harrell in this series, as he's on the Hawks, as you guys maybe saw a couple of times. LeBron back to they still have Rondo, man. Gets the ball stolen from him. Getting LeBron be pissed off. Don't chase down block me, LeBron, please. Okay, there we go. So Butler lays that in. I guess he's kind of getting some revenge, but not really too much. Let's get another steal here. Nope, never mind. And Rondo lays it in, of course. We're now down by 27. No, fuck, I'm so stupid. I'm so bad at math. Down by 26. I'm not say 27. Yeah, we're down by 26 points, and the game is over, as I mentioned many times. Anyways, LeBron's running the point. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Kako. I don't know what that is. Okay, whatever. Anyways, Booker's guarding Green, and we foul him. I don't I'm gonna end the video. I'm not gonna end the video. I'm gonna end the game here. Actually, I mean, we're down by so much. There's no point in playing it. Yeah, we're gonna end it here. So we lost by 22 points. I did not play well, but obviously, it wasn't a great situation for me to jump into. Anyways, how far into the video? We're 20 minutes in, huh? Okay. So I'm actually gonna play. I'm not gonna play that much off camera. I'm gonna simulate a couple games on camera through Simcast. Actually, I'm not gonna hop into any of them. And after that, I'm gonna end the video, and I'm gonna play like 5 games off camera, maybe. Oh yeah, this usually happens. Fuck. I forgot about this. Okay, I might have to end it here. Hold on. Let's see what happens. If it actually takes us back to the main menu. Hold on a second. By the way, the NBA schedule was released today. Shit. Okay, come on, let's go. Hurry up. Okay, there we go. I mean, my Wi-Fi doesn't work now, but it is my league, so it doesn't really matter too much. Unless, we download some draft classes. So anyways, we're going to play this game off camera. No, Simcast this game, I should say. On camera. And it looks like we are down to the wire. Fast mode. Oh shit, they're going to fucking come back. We're going to overtime against some freaking Magic. Okay, we won by 9 points. I was a little bit concerned at the end. So, anyways, we win this game. That's a pretty big win in terms of our comeback abilities. We are playing the Mavericks. That is going to be a tough game, in my opinion. It's going to be a tough team to beat down the line. I do think they're going to be good. Considering it's the Knicks curse and that every single player they trade is going to be good, win championships. I think Porzingis can come back almost nearly as good as he was before, maybe even better. We're playing the Bucks in this one, and we actually blow them out. I was going to say if we lost the game. Now they do have Giannis, and I'm actually gonna make this comment. I didn't want to make a comment because just in case we lost the game, but this team right now, by the way, the Bucks. In case you didn't see before, the Bucks right now, the team that just won 60 games in real life. Apparently, 2 years later, they're gonna end up winning. This is pathetic. 15 and 37. Oh, yo, wait. No way. Yo, Chris Paul got traded to. Not in real life, by the way, guys. I'm not talking about real life. That's actually a pretty interesting trade in this game, obviously. Minnesota's actually really good. Yeah. They're actually a good team. They trade Chris Paul. That was actually a really good trade for Minnesota. They traded Chris Paul for Andrew Wiggins. Now, Wiggins is obviously going to be on the Thunder. I'm not sure why the Thunder would do that. Maybe it makes a little bit of sense in real life. He's obviously been terrible in the game, as expected, and Chris Paul is having a very good season, especially at this point in his career. Yeah, I actually don't understand that trade for the Thunder. I guess it is a terrible contract, but still a productive player. Now, in terms of signings, of course, Melo. How did he play? Okay, actually, let's check the re-signings. So, Kawhi did re-sign. Drew Holiday re-signed. Richardson re-signed. I mean, we're not going to get any of these guys, but I just want to see. Okay, so Chris Paul actually re-signed. So, he's going to be with the Timberwolves until his career is pretty much over. LeBron re-signed, no surprise. Nurkic re-signs. Kostas re-signed with the Lakers. Drummond re-signed. Otto Porter re-signed. Hayward re-signs. Pretty interesting. Gobert re-signs on a big deal. Van Vliet signs on a freaking minimum. Gosh, that's pretty funny. Lou Will re-signs. And, okay, so Giannis actually re-signed. Giannis is probably like, man, we're going to come back here. We're going to win the championship. Soon to find out that his team is 15 and 37 in last place, I assume, in the NBA. Second last. Of course, I forgot about the Hornets. Actually, very interesting because the Timberwolves are in last place in the West. The Thunder are actually in the playoffs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're the 7th seed. That kind of makes no sense at all. Why the Thunder actually make that trade? I'm not gonna do this trade. I don't want to trade. I wouldn't mind trading Hayward for Barnes. I just don't really want to trade Winslow for Langford. Was my concern with that proposal from the Celtics, and it looks like we were going to win another game. Winslow had a really good game. He's playing pretty well. Obviously, his contract isn't up until next offseason. I'm definitely going to try and bring him back, as he's a lot more important to our team than a guy like Bam Adebayo would be. Now, the issue is, do I want to give him that contract? I mean, that's a lot of money for an 82 overall. It's worth it, I think, because he's only 24 years old. I just think I might want to pay him a little bit less. I'll give him about. When you take. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind giving him a contract right now. Do I do it? I think you'd accept this. A $19 million a year for Winslow isn't terrible. It's a little bit of an overpay, but it's not terrible. Now, in real life, I think he's probably worth around. Considering a guy like Kelly Oubre got $15 million, he's probably worth around $17, $18 million. So, or actually, no, like $16, $17 million, but still, I mean, actually, I might want to give him a deal. And now, Bam Adebayo, he's not going to get 26. I'm definitely not going to be paying that much money. So I'm definitely going to look to bring back Winslow for sure. Like I said, I think he's a lot more important to our team than a guy like Bam Adebayo is. How much time into the video? 26. Okay, so we're going to actually simcast until the Jimmy Butler's already in a lineup. I don't know why I say that. We're going to simcast all our games until the All-Star break. No, until the trade deadline, I should say. Booker has a really good game against his home state team. He's from Michigan. If you guys didn't realize that, I forget where he's from. But anyways, had some chicken for dinner. I mean, it's kind of catching up to me. Some stomach problems with that. Maybe digesting it. I'll try and hold in some farts. We beat the Hawks, who are a little bit better than us right now. We actually still are the 5th seed. And now I think that, remember our last video, I think I said it, the lowest we can go is the 7th seed. I changed that. The highest we can go, in my opinion, is the 2 seed. The lowest we can go is the 5 seed, which is what we are right now. It's going to be tough. The top 5 in the East is really going to be a tough showdown. I really think that the Knicks are just going to collapse in the playoffs. I could definitely be 100% wrong and look like a fool, but then again, I mean, betting against the Knicks isn't really a bad thing to do. That would have actually been a good trade for the Lakers if they actually get Justice Winslow. I'm a Heat fan, and if that trade goes through, I'm pretty upset because a Lakers first-round pick and Danny Green, like considering it's the Lakers pick, that's just nothing in return. As a really high-scoring game, I should say. LaMelo Ball had a great game for Detroit. He's having a really good season for them. Derrick Rose had another really good game. Myers Leonard, looks like they won without Blake Griffin. How much longer is he going to be out for? We'll see that. Hold on. This game's freezing on me again. Hold on. Let's just actually go back to our team. So in terms of players, in terms of positions of need, I think we're good at point guard, assuming Lek ends up becoming 75 overall at the end of the year. We're definitely good shooting. We have a lot of depth there. Small forward. I mean, I don't even want to talk about how much depth we have here. Melo, I mean, hey, 41% from 3, career high, I think, right? Yep, that is career high for you. I mean, that's what happens when you come off the bench, play not so many minutes. This could be actually something that I think Melo should do. Play about 15 minutes a game, maybe close to 20, and you'll give the team about 8 to 10 points a game. He's still a solid player, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to carry a team or anything like that, but he's still,